Hello friends, welcome to the Mr. Sean Presents from Home studio. I am Mr. Sean and I'm very excited to be here with you guys today to talk about something very important as we usually do. And of course, I do have my friend with me today and he's right down here. Some of you may know my friend Rodney already, but for those who don't, his name is Rodney. And you may recognize this bag and this blanket, which are his. But again, if you don't recognize it, that's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to take his little blanket off here. And we're going to see if he wants to visit with us. Now, sometimes he may not want to, and that's okay. But today, I think he's going to be pretty excited to visit. So let's see. Oh, wait, we got to turn him around here. All right, pal. We're putting a video together for our friends today since we can't meet in person. But I think you'd want to be part of that. Would you like to visit with our friends today? Yeah! Oh, you want to visit with our friends today. Okay, very nice. So let's get you out of this bag. Okay, you want to?
Wait, I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna do it yourself. All right, good job. You can get your foot out.
Yeah, I got one foot. Yeah, right there.
Okay, and I can see you now. That's good. Nice job. How about your other foot?
It's stuck.
Okay. Would you like some help?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see if I can figure out how to get your foot out. Oh, I see. Because you've got it around this thing right here. That's why. It's around your hat. You don't want that. Okay. Get your hat over there.
What? Oh, that's my hat.
Yeah. You don't need that right now, though.
Okay.
Okay. So put your other foot out.
Wait. Oh. It's a long way down.
You're okay. Here, I got your 2 feet. And
they're in my face.
all right, hold on. Sorry. All right, we'll put the bag down here. And there. Isn't that better?
That's better. Hi.
Well, look, because we've got the video going and we're all visiting together. Do you want to say hi into the camera?
Yeah, the camera's right up here. Wait, I gotta get closer. Hi!
Very nice, good job. So we're going to talk about something very important today.
Oh, wait, before we start.
Wait, okay, before we start, what would you like? We have to wait. Okay, what would you like?
I want a hug.
Oh, you'd like a hug. Okay, that's very nice. So what? All right. So how do we do that? You're gonna
Wait, I'm gonna ask.
Oh, okay. You're gonna ask for a hug. Okay, so go ahead.
Can I give you a hug?
Yes, you can give me a hug. Okay, so let's have a hug. Oh. That's very nice. Way to practice your consent skills, Rodney.
Oh, yeah, consent. Yeah, I learned all about that a while ago.
Yeah, and you know what? That's what we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about consent and how to keep our bodies safe. So we're going to talk about our friend that we met quite a few years ago, King Harry and the Consentimals and the adventure that we had together. So I know some of you may not know this, but when I was younger and Rodney and I were friends even then, I was a superhero called Seantron, and he was a superhero called Chrono-Kid, and we had some adventures together. So today I'm going to tell you a story about one of the big adventures we had, where we learned how to take control of our bodies, and we learned that we are the bosses of our own bodies. Remember that?
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that was a fun adventure, right? So I'm going to tell that story, and do you want to sit while I tell it, or you want to help a little bit?
I'll help sometimes.
Okay, you can help as part of it. That's very nice. Okay, so like I said, today we're going to talk about how to keep our bodies safe, and I bet you already know some really good rules about how to keep your body safe. So who can tell me like a safety rule about being, I don't know, in the car, or a safety rule about riding your bike? All right, good job. I think I heard some people say that they would wear their seatbelt in the car.
Yeah, that's really important.
And that they might wear a helmet while they're out riding a bike.
Yeah, and knee pads, and elbow pads, and shoulder pads.
You probably don't need shoulder pads to ride on your bike.
Yeah, unless you're playing like bike football.
No, that doesn't sound like a safe idea at all. No. Sometimes Rodney comes up with some kind of crazy ideas, and that's not one to do, okay?
Yeah, don't do that. Okay.
But yeah, so those are really good rules about how to keep your body safe. And so today we're going to get into some other rules too about how you can be the boss of your body, and we're going to talk a little bit about that big word, consent. And I think that's going to be fun for you to learn about too. So again, the story today is about how Rodney and I learned how to keep our bodies safe and how to be the boss of our body. So here's how it all happened, okay? So like I said, Rodney and I used to be superheroes together, right? And while I was Seantron one day, this powerful person who we know named Unity has lots of great powers and sometimes likes to help us. And she said that she was going to send Rodney and I to the land of the Consentimals. And we were going to learn how to take control of our bodies. And she said to us, you remember this?
Yeah, she said to us that this was going to help us do one of the most brave things we would ever do.
No, I remember that specifically, right? Told us both that this is going to be helping us do one of the bravest things we would ever have to do. So we thought this was pretty important, so we went, and she sent us to the land of the Consentimals, and it was pretty cool, actually. These Consentimals were these little furry creatures that were all hopping around all over the place.
Yeah, they were just like little things with like big feet and big furry bodies.
Yeah, but they were small, right? They were tiny, smaller than you even.
Oh yeah, they're really small.
Yeah. And they would hop around and they'd use their name.
Yeah, they'd hop around. They'd be like, Consentimals, Consentimals, Consentimals. And they'd just hop, hop, hop.
Yep. And then when we got closer.
Yeah, when they got closer, they started saying, safe touches, safe touches.
Yeah, so we thought that they wanted, like, some safe touches. The first thing that came to my mind was, like a hug, right? That's a safe touch. I mean, usually, right? That's a safe touch.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should do this. Let's think about, can you give us some examples of what might be a safe touch? So think of things that you might do with a friend, or things that you might do if you're on a team with somebody together. Or maybe somebody who you meet for the first time. What's a safe touch that you can give somebody else?
Oh, wow, that was a lot of safe touches.
Yeah, they did a great job thinking of different safe touches to give one another. Now, let's make sure we know the difference, right? So not only do we think of some safe touches, but can we also think of some unsafe touches that people give each other sometimes? I mean, think of some stuff you might see even younger kids end up, maybe doing on the playground sometimes that feel unsafe. So what are some unsafe touches that happen? Wow, so those are some good examples of some unsafe touches that happen too. And I feel kind of sad thinking that sometimes people do give each other those unsafe touches.
Yeah, because those could hurt somebody's body, or it could hurt their feelings.
Yeah, we don't want people's bodies or feelings to be hurt by touches, that's for sure. So, good job thinking of those examples, and I'm glad that we understand the difference between a safe touch and an unsafe touch, because we want our touches to be safe. Now, there were those little Consentimals, right, hopping around, right? And they said they wanted a safe touch, and I thought of a hug, so I bent down, and I grabbed the one that was right in front of us, and I gave it a big squeeze, and she didn't like it. She started saying, you remember how it went?
Yeah, she was like, no, 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 thank you. Pat, pat, pat.
Oh, that's right, I remember now, it said pat. So I put it down, and I was like, oh, wait, she wants a pat instead of a hug. So I asked, I said, do you want a pat? And it said, yes, yes, yes. So I went ahead and I bent down and I gave it a pat, and it seemed to like that, and I gave it some more pats, and then all of a sudden it just hopped off and kind of ran away, and I thought, oh, well, we must be done with those safe touches. And then all of the little Consentimals kind of scattered around and left, and then suddenly, out of the tree line, you remember this? Out of the trees came,
yeah, King Harry!
Oh, King Harry showed up. And the Consentimals were little guys with all sorts of fur. King Harry was a big guy with all sorts of fur, and he had these big feet, just like the little Consentimals had little feet. He's just like a giant Consentimal. So King Harry showed up, and I'm going to have to try to do King Harry's voice, I think, because it's just not the same to tell the story without hearing King Harry also. So King Harry comes out of the woods, and he said, hello, my name is King Harry. And I'm like, whoa, who is this guy? And he says, I'm King Harry, and those are the Consentimals, right? And so we said, okay, so those are the Consentimals. And I said, well, I tried to give one of them a hug, and it said it didn't like it, and then it said, pat, pat. And so he says, don't take it personal, that's just Edith. She doesn't like hugs from anybody, but she does like a pat, though. So I said, okay, well, that's good, because I did give her a pat, and she seemed to like that, and I don't know, I'm just confused, though. Like, they were hopping around saying safe touches, and I thought,
yeah, we thought a hug was a safe touch.
And so King Harry said, a hug can be a safe touch, but we may not want a hug all the time from everybody. That's why it's important to get consent. Consent, I asked, because I hadn't heard that word before.
Yeah, me neither.
So King Harry explained it like this. He said, consent is really simple. It's just like this. For example, let's say I wanted to give you a hug. Instead of just running up and giving you a hug, I should ask first. I should say, would you like a hug, or may I give you a hug? And then if you really want the hug, you can say yes, but only if you really want it.
Wait, so I'm kind of confused. So, like, let's say you're at a party with your family, and your dad says to go hug Aunt Tilly. But you don't really want to hug Aunt Tilly, but you feel like you have to, because Dad said go hug Aunt Tilly, and he said that if you don't hug Aunt Tilly, she's going to be sad. Can you say no?
That's a really good question, right? Can you say no to that? Or do you feel like you have to go and hug Aunt Tilly? I think consent means you can say no if you don't really want to hug. If you want the hug, then you can definitely say yes. But consent means that you get to make your own choices. Yeah, and that's part of what King Harry told us too. He said, there are some rules about how to keep your body safe. And one of them is, I am the boss of my body. So there are other rules about being safe as well. And King Harry told us those too. So the next one he said was, touches are supposed to feel safe. Nice. And we already went over a bunch of different safe touches and unsafe touches. And being the boss of your body means that if somebody tries to give you an unsafe touch, you can say no, you can get away. And you have a choice, right? Maybe you don't feel like having a hug that day. Maybe you just don't feel well and you'd rather have a pat on the back or a high five.
Yeah, something like that might be better if you're not feeling good.
Right, so you have the choice. You want to go over some of the other rules that King Harry gave us about keeping our bodies safe?
Yeah.
Okay, so another one was, and again, I gotta do the voice. So he said, touches in private areas are only to keep me clean and healthy. It's a really good rule. I like that one. But you were a little confused at first, right?
Yeah, because I forgot, like, where are the private areas of the body?
Right. But I bet our friends out there and remember where the private areas of our body are, right? Think about what is the clothing, right? What are the pieces of clothing that you do wear on private areas of your body? Is it underwear?
Yeah.
I was asking them. So yeah, underwear covers the private areas of your body. Or if you were going to go out swimming somewhere, what would you wear over the private areas of your body?
Am I answering?
You can answer, they can answer, that's okay.
Bathing suit!
Yeah, I think they knew that too. So private areas of the body are covered by underwear or a bathing suit. So touches in private areas should only be to keep you clean or healthy. So can you guys think of a time when someone might have to touch a private area in order to keep you clean or healthy?
Oh, I can!
Wait, hold on. I'm asking our friends out there to think of the time.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Good job. I'm hearing a lot of really great answers about that. Like when you go to see the doctor, right? That's a really good time to make sure that, a doctor checks your entire body, right? They can't just pick and choose what to look at. They have to check everything.
Yeah, they can't just look at your hair and say, oh, you look good, bye!
They can't do that. And maybe sometimes babies would need a lot of help when they're trying to stay clean and healthy. Because they can't change their diapers for themselves, can they?
Oh, no. Ew.
So they need a lot of help with that. And so parents and family and adults who they trust are the ones who usually help them with those things. But touches in private areas really should just be to keep us clean and healthy. What's another thing that King Harry told us?
Oh, can I do the voice?
No, I don't think you should try to do the voice. But one of the things I remember him saying was, he said, if a touch hurts or makes me scared, I will tell a grown-up who cares.
Yeah, because sometimes a touch, especially if it's in the private area of our body, that might scare us, or we might get kind of worried that we did something wrong if it happened.
Oh, that's a good point. If someone does touch a private area of your body and it's not to keep you clean or healthy, it's really important to find a grown-up who cares and let them know that that happened.
Yeah. Can you guys think of some grown-ups in your life who you care about and who care about you, and you could tell if something like that ever happened?
Nice. That was a great question, Rodney, and I'm glad that you asked that. That way we can all think of some really great people in our lives who do care about us and we care about them.
Yeah, like I care about you.
And I care about you. Very nice. And so there are a lot of people like that in our lives. Remember another rule that King Harry gave us? He said, touches in private areas are never a secret. I think that that's a good point. Like, if you go to see the doctor, right? That's not a secret, is it?
No.
No. If a baby's getting their diaper changed, is that usually a secret?
No.
No. Usually the whole house knows about it, right? Because it's kind of smelly. But those things aren't secret. And if somebody does touch a private area of yours and asks you to keep it a secret, that might feel like, oh, I don't know if I should keep that a secret. I should probably tell somebody. And you're right. If someone does touch a private area of your body and it's not to keep you clean or healthy, it's really important to find a grown-up who cares and let them know that that happened.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think you should do if, say you talk to a grown-up who you trust about a touch that happened, and maybe that grown-up doesn't believe you?
Oh.
What do you guys think you should do? If you tell a grown-up you trust and you say, this touch happened, and they say, I don't believe you. I think you're making it up. I think you're just a kid. And sometimes kids make up stories. What do you think you should do if that one grown-up doesn't believe you? Nice. So I'm hearing the right answer from everybody is that you just keep telling, right?
Yeah, you keep telling until somebody believes you.
Yeah. So nice job. Now, what if this touch that happened kind of like a long time ago, right?
Yeah, what if it happened like years ago? I mean, is it kind of too late to talk about it?
Well, that's the beauty of it, is King Harry's final rule, and I think it was his favorite, was, it's never too late to tell, right? So anytime you feel brave enough to tell about a touch that happened, tell about it. And I know that there are some people who it's been like they're adults by the time they finally tell about it. And you know what? No matter what age someone is, when they finally tell about a touch that happened to them in their private area, they start to feel a lot better because it's like they were carrying around this weight, all the time that it was just kind of like they kind of felt bad a lot of the time about it. Like they seemed to think that it was something that they did, it was their fault somehow, and that's not true. Like a touch that happens in the private area and it's not to keep you clean or healthy, that's not your fault. If somebody makes a touch like that, somebody does that, they did that themselves. Like you couldn't do anything to make that happen. And it's never too late to talk about it. Again, it could be years have gone by, and that's okay. As soon as you get brave enough, find someone you trust and let them know, and that's the important thing to do. Yeah, as soon as you get brave enough. And I know it can be scary too, and that's okay. But once you get that brave feeling inside, you just say, I'm going to talk to an adult. I'm going to tell them what happened. Yeah. So what do you think, Rodney? Was that fun to talk about those rules together?
Yeah.
Yeah? You don't seem so sure. Is there something wrong?
Can I talk to the kids by myself?
Okay, you want to just talk to them on your own? Yeah, I could do that. If that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll kind of I'll put some headphones in or something, and I'll close my eyes.
That would work?
Oh, sure. Yeah. If I don't watch what you say and I don't listen to what you say, you can say whatever you want to your friends, and I won't hear it. It's okay.
Okay.
Okay. So how should we do this? I guess I'll just kind of duck out for a little bit, and you can be there.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So we'll move your bag over, and we'll move some of these things over. Okay. This is gonna be different. You don't usually just kind of talk to your friends on your own.
Yeah.
But you really want to.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. We'll get you up. And we'll put you, can be on the chair. No, you're gonna be too low that way. I'll get you closer. Okay. All right, and I'm not paying attention, okay? I'm not listening. It's just gonna be you and your friends, okay?
Okay. All right. Hi, everybody. Oh.
Okay, pal. So you're over here on the side, and I'm just gonna stick over here on the other side, and I can't hear anything that you're gonna say, okay? So you can tell them anything you want.
Okay.
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 All right. So, and when you want me back, you can just tap me, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Sorry. You can go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Can you hear me? No? Okay. Okay, he can't hear me. I don't know if you noticed, but I started feeling kind of sad the more we talked about touches. You know, I was pretty happy at first, and I really liked to tell the story about the Consentimals and King Harry. Oh, he was funny. But then I started to think about, well, when I was younger, there was this one person who'd visit our house, and sometimes they would babysit me, and we played a lot of games together, and it was usually fun. And then one day, they said they wanted to play a new game. And they always knew the best games, right? So I was really excited, but right away they said that I had to keep it a secret, or else we couldn't play the game. And I didn't want to let them down, so I said, okay, I'll keep it a secret. And then it was like this wrestling game, and we were playing, and it was like we were in some like World Wrestling Championship together, and we were gonna win a prize and all sorts of fun stuff. So we pretended that we were doing all this wrestling. So there was a lot of touching, and then well, they instead of just doing the wrestling stuff, they touched my private area, and I didn't want them to do it, but then they did, and they said that if I told anybody, I was going to get into trouble. Well, I haven't told anybody about that before. I'm not really sure what to do. What do you think I should do? You think I should tell Mr. Sean? Think I should tell an adult who I care about and trust? I'm not sure if I can. I'm not sure if I'm brave enough to do it. You think I can do it? Oh, if you guys believe in me, then I can do it. Yeah? Oh, thank you. Okay, I think I'll let him know. Oh, wait, I gotta tap him to tell him. Okay. I gotta get ready. I gotta get brave. Okay. I can do it. I'm the boss of my body. And it's never too late to tell. Yeah. Okay, I'll tap him and I'll let him know. Okay.
Oh, you're all set?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, you want me to come back?
Okay.
Okay, I'll come back. I'll get your little legs up here. All right. Yeah, get you scooped up, put you right back. Okay. So there, you got a chance to talk to your friends a little bit. Was that fun?
No, yeah, kind of.
Kind of. Well, you don't have to tell me what you talked about, but I am kind of curious.
No, I do. I want to tell you what I talked to them about.
Oh, okay. So go ahead and go ahead and tell me what did you guys talk about?
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but as we got into the story, I started getting kind of quiet.
Yeah, I did notice that. You kind of touching your face a little bit. You're kind of hiding your face. I didn't know if maybe you're just tired or something.
Well, yeah. Oh, no. There's something I need to let you know, and like they said, it's never too late to tell. But, well, when I was younger, there was this friend of mine in the family who came over and sometimes would babysit me. And one time we played this wrestling game, and they said I should keep it a secret because we were going to do some wrestling together, and like my family wouldn't like it, but it was this new game, and I was so excited. But then instead of just doing the wrestling, they touched my... They touched...
It sounds like there's something really hard for you to talk about, Rodney, and I understand if you don't have to say anything right now if you don't want to.
Well, but I do. I want to tell you, but I just... It's so hard to say. Maybe one of my friends could help me tell about it. Could you help me tell Mr. Sean what happened? Yeah, oh, that is what happened. Yeah, they touched my private area.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Rodney. You know, you didn't do anything wrong, okay? And I'm really proud of you for saying something about it. Like, that took a lot of bravery to say something about it at all.
Oh, well, I didn't feel very brave at first, but my friends said that that I could do it, and they gave me the courage to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, and you know what? Remember how Unity said that learning about our bodies was going to be like help us do the bravest thing we'd ever have to do?
Yeah.
I think that was today. That was for me.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think that was for you to learn about your body so you could be brave enough to finally talk about that touch that happened. And again, I'm so sorry that that happened to you. And, you know, it wasn't your fault. And again, I think I'm just really proud of you for saying something.
Yeah, me too.
Nice. All right, pal. Well, it's been a really big day, and I hope that we get a chance to visit with our friends again sometime soon. And we can talk more about that touch that happened if you need to talk about it.
Yeah, we can do it a little bit later.
Yeah, later. Okay, we can do that. But I'm glad that you talked about it, and I'm glad that our friends learned that it's never too late for them to talk about a touch that happened if they need to as well. And remember, you are the boss of your body. So if somebody wants to touch your body in a way that makes you feel unsafe, even if it's a hug, which sometimes, right, feels like it should be a safe touch, you know, if you don't want that hug, it's okay to say no. And in fact, you know, since you're the boss of your body, you get to say no. And that's okay. You can make your own choices. And I would encourage your friends to be the boss of their bodies too. And to ask if you want to give somebody a hug, make sure you ask that question. Say, can I give you a hug? And make sure you get that consent before going ahead and running up to them and giving that hug.
Yeah, much better to get consent first.
Yeah, that's right. And important to get consent first. So thanks for letting us visit again today. Rodney and I are very happy that we got a chance to visit with you, and we'll see you again soon.
Yeah, bye.
All right, bye everybody. Oh, I almost forgot. Do you guys want to do an air hug with Rodney? We almost forgot to do our air hug.
Oh, yeah.
So that's us asking our consent, right, to do an air hug even. That's important. So if you'd like to air hug with Rodney, you can. And do you remember how to do it?
Yeah, I know how to do it. Okay.
You're going to need my other hand. Hold on. All right, everybody. This is how you do an air hug with Rodney. You got to get one arm out way out to the side. We get one arm out over here. Okay, so that's one arm over here. And you get one other arm out way out to the other side. And then you bring it in tight for the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you let it go. And that's your air hug. You want to do another one? All right, one more. Right quick. All right. One hand out, other hand out. Bring it in close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let it go. Yeah, so nice. Good job, everybody. And thanks for letting us visit again.
Yeah, thanks for letting us come visit. Bye. Oh, wait, I gotta get in the camera. Bye.
Nice job.